Hi everyone and welcome to the IRYPPOD podcast. I'm Shabaz.
I'm Sophia.
And this is the IRYPPOD podcast because it's the same thing every week. And I did say to you last week I'd let you do this one.
Yeah, but you got to take over everything as you do.
It's my podcast. Roll the title.
So Shabaz, what have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to? Oh, I officially announced that I am an ambassador for Save the Children.
Yes, well done.
So I am...
This is me clapping because I've got a mug in my hand.
Oh yeah, look on you, IRYPPOD mugs.
Yeah, we've got mugs.
They got nothing in them, just water, because I don't like hot drinks in it. So yeah, what have I been up to? Oh, I went to... I've been training for the London Marathon. That's the big one. I've been running. I love running. You know how it is, and we used to do it.
I really miss running.
I know.
I'm not allowed to run at the minute, but...
When you do get back to, like, when obviously you get cleared and stuff, it'll be
not
really
that I'm
fun.
not allowed to run. I'm not able to.
Also, I don't think the doctor would be, like, very...
No, I did ask her, and she said to me, my cardiac nurse, and she was like, honey, like, just
calm
chill
yourself
out.
down.
Calm yourself
Yeah,
down.
check yourself in.
Innit?
Yeah,
You need to be able to even move at a normal pace before you can start running. I was like, it's not till April. Is it doable? She was like,
No,
possibly.
marathon would be a lot. Marathon
It
is
would.
21 miles, isn't it? It's a lot of it.
I said
It's
to
a
her,
lot
I'll
of work.
walk it.
You can walk a little bit of it, can't you? I'm scared because, well, it's a marathon, isn't it? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of prep.
But that's going to be amazing.
I know. And I'm doing it for Save the Children. So
Yeah.
it's just, and the response has been amazing. So thank you to everyone for all the response because it has been lovely. Because I always wanted to do something amazing with my platform and this is it.
Absolutely.
And bringing people joy in a different way, but being able to do that is great.
And especially with Save the Children now, that is...
Honestly, charity from day
point,
one. They've been my
yeah.
day one charity.
They
Like
are
even
brilliant.
before all of this, I was doing work with them and charity work with them. So
Yeah.
it's nice to be an ambassador. But yeah,
that's
what
so
have you been
cool.
up to?
Not much, really.
No?
No, it's been a stressful week.
Was it? I don't want to know.
I know.
I was going to be a selfish friend there, but I'd rather not know. The
Yeah.
only big reason why is because...
You don't care.
No, I do care. It's just we keep it light-hearted here.
Yes, we do.
Apart from the fact that we're discussing like death and stuff. Oh my God, guess what happened to me?
What happened?
Right, so I've got botox recently, right? I do get it. And Anissa, the botox person, is lovely. And she did say to me, do you want to get this done? And I was like, yes, I want to get it done. But
She
what
probably
she does...
advised you against it, didn't
No,
she?
she didn't advise me against it. She just said, look, some people don't like it. I do like it. I normally get it like here just to get rid of the crow's feet and then here just to get rid of my frown so I can't like frown as much. Look, see, this is me frowning. This is me really, really angry, right? So I got this botox done and I got it here because basically when I smile, my cheeks used to do this and I used to disappear. What's happened now is that because she did it here and it's opened my eyes up, when I smile, this is as far as my smile could go.
Yeah, you look like
And
you're
it's-
constipated.
It starts to hurt eventually. I mean, it'll go away.
As long as you love it, that's all that matters,
That's
really.
all that matters, isn't it?
Do what pleases you. Actually, what I did do this week is my really close friend from when I was at uni, we got back in touch with each other and she actually came to see me and that
What's
was
she called?
really, really nice. Medea.
Why are you unlocking new characters?
I'm not unlocking new characters. It's just people that you've lost contact with and like you
And
speak
what
to
is it
now
that's
and
brought
then.
on meeting these people? Is there something that's happened that you've thought?
No, like we genuinely chat now and then.
No, but what I mean, like, I go through this phase. I went through this phase where I was like, do you know what? I miss some of my old friends from like uni, college and stuff. So I got back in touch with them. But I had like this epiphany. So I thought you might have epiphanized.
What was your epiphany?
Just one of those moments where you just sat and you're looking through old pictures. You come across
Yeah.
something. You're just like, oh my God. Why have I lost in touch? Like, there's so many friends I've lost in touch with.
And so many great friends.
Some of these friends you end up losing through no fault of your own. Like,
yeah, it's just life happens.
and like I'm busy, but that doesn't mean that I love you any less. It just means I'm a little bit busy. There's been a couple of friends that I've made the effort to then contact, and they've not made any effort. There was this one friend that I used to have, what I used to work with when at my old school, and honestly, loved her to bits. We spent every day together. We were always together. I've contacted her a couple of times. She got married recently. She didn't invite me. Well, listen, I'm not obliged. You don't have to invite me to your weddings, but just saying.
But it would be nice.
But it would be nice, yeah. And also, so I haven't spoken to her in ages, and then I found out that she'd. But every time I've tried to contact her, she's not very responsive. But then again, one of my friends did invite me to a wedding, and I missed it because I was in Edinburgh Fringe and I had to do a show. So
Yeah, because
swings and roundabouts.
that's
You know.
because you were busy.
But I don't think she was very happy. I think she seemed a bit miffed, which is my fault. You said you watched Keep It 100, didn't it? So we used to have this show called Keep It 100 where we did this, innit?
It was a podcast, wasn't it?
It was my friend's living room during like lockdown and stuff because we were in a bubble together. And it was so fun. But you said what do you think of it? Do you remember it?
So I've been looking back at like my podcasts and stuff and just like being nostalgic and things like that. But I was looking at it and I thought to myself, wow, like I was such a different person then. Number one, probably because I've like we'd been on this like health journey where we was like running all the time,
full of life,
and we was in
mate.
the best shape ever, and we just were feeling ourselves. I'm not the same. Like my spark.
No, I agree with you. I'll be honest with you. I'll probably say that to you. I'd say that you've lost. There's a certain. You're still great because otherwise we wouldn't be friends. But there was a time where you were very like. You were draining to be around. Respectfully though, I got it. So that's why I still hang around you because I get it. You went through quite a lot. Like just for context, you went through a hell of a load of
crap.
Health stuff. Personal stuff, just a lot.
Yeah.
So, as a friend,
that was not a great year.
But this is it. As a friend, you've just got to be there through the good or the bad.
Be a supportive friend.
Yeah, that's why I got you this candle that says it's a friendship candle.
And you know what? I love rose quartz candles, and it smells delicious.
That's why I knew that you liked it. But yeah, I would say you have. It's not that you've lost the personality because I think it's still there. I think you've just lost that spark, which is what you're saying. You've lost the zest for life. You had and I think that's the best description of it is you had a really big zest for life. And I think that I've seen dim. I've seen glimmers of it. Thing is, acknowledging the fact that you have it is a big enough step in it. The fact that you know that you're not the same.
This is why I am now accessing therapy.
But also, you know it exists. Yeah. So at least you can do something about it. And therapy is the best way to do it.
Absolutely.
So next week when we ask her what she's been up to, therapy. So that was it. Pretty uneventful week, but it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, moving on. So it's what you're watching. So what have you been watching, Sophie? Have you watched anything this?
Well, the only thing I have watched is Love Is Blind, Habibi.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
A lot of people were on there just for the fame, really.
I think every reality show
I don't
like
think
that.
people were on there actually to find a lasting partner, and some of it was just hilarious.
But then Love Island and all that, a lot of people started going on there to launch, they've launched a business and they're going, I'm going to go on Love Island to promote the business, innit?
Yeah.
Why not? I get it. But I do miss those days of reality TV where people genuinely went on. Big Brother has that, but also, I've not watched Big Brother, but there's a girl on there who I've seen, Lily. Oh my God, when I'll show you the clips, man. I would have left on day one.
If she was there.
She screams. Just randomly
Why?
comes in, thinks she's just being obnoxious. The fact that she's so obnoxiously loud, I just couldn't deal with it, personally.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Another one on Netflix is called the Buckinghamshire. Is that right? Is that good?
Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire. Buckinghamshire. I don't know why I said it like that.
Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire murders, and it's got a Bollywood actress in it. And I remember when she was filming.
Is it true stories?
I think so. I'm not sure, but she's a phenomenal actress. So that's what I'm looking to. It's a thriller about a kid who goes missing or whatever. So watch that. We'll watch that and we'll discuss that next week.
Buckinghamshire
Murders. I'll send you the link of it. As if we didn't talk about it, we went to watch Heretic.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, my God, what do you think?
My sister would desperately want to watch it because she was like, you just need to get out of the house.
It was at 10:50, no one else in the screen, in our pyjamas.
I thought the acting was phenomenal. Hugh Grant. Wow.
Hugh Grant.
The way he depicted that character was on point.
From the minute that he was on the screen to the end scene, he was so phenomenally freaky. Like, there was something unsettling about his mannerisms, his portrayal, his eyes, everything was just...
We don't want to ruin it for you guys because you need to go watch it.
One thing that a lot of people have praised it for is that the fact that they showed Mormons as normal people. Like, they were intelligent girls who were just Mormons. Yeah. They didn't have to caricaturize them. They didn't turn them into like this. You know, whenever you see Mormons in like films and things, they always make them really odd. Whereas these girls were just believed in their religion. And it was it touches on a lot of religion stuff, which is touch and go for a lot of religions, but it's very clever. I just think...
I feel like there could have been more to the story.
100%.
Because I feel like it was like one room. Literally.
No, it wasn't that. I think for me, it was more like the fact that they needed a bit more... like, but there was just I don't want to ruin it, but the
I
fact
don't want to ruin
is,
it, but I wish he had more of a reason
to be
of why he was doing it.
100%,
Yeah.
100% is this idea of like you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. Like,
Yeah, you're just doing it because you're a freak.
Yeah.
Basically.
So yeah, so that's
But
that.
definitely watch Heretic. It's brilliant.
So that's what you're watching.
What you watching?
So this is what the podcast is all about. I'm Richie, your pot of the week, and Sophie, my God, have I got a thing for you? I've got a video to show you, and I feel like we should
Okay.
break down the video.
Let me see.
Child,
Child.
I just don't even know what to say.
All the shenanigans.
All the shenanigans. This is the epitome of I'm Richie, your pot.
Let me see.
So we go, right? I'm going to bring it up. So it's a woman who's doing a day in the life with her child.
Okay. Oh,
And I say a day in the life, I feel like it's a moment in life, but it feels like it took
a week in the life.
a week in the life to film.
Every morning, Caden insists on our fireplace snuggles, and I would not miss it for the world. My husband always says.
So first things first, her child wanted to have a snuggles. Can I just ask one thing?
No, 1 second. He didn't want a snuggle. He insists.
I insist on a snuggle.
He insists on a fireplace snuggle.
Yeah.
What a elevated child.
Right, so here's the thing. What I want to ask is, you know, the scenes where, so first scene, she comes down the stairs. And
Yeah.
then there's another camera angle of her coming downstairs. So what I want to ask is, did she take the camera and set it up in a different place and then come down the stairs again? Or does she have two separate cameras?
She has a production team, surely.
Full production team. I mean, look at this scene. So she sits there, right? She sits there with this kid. Hold on.
She's got a gorgeous house, though.
But that's what she's advertising, love. Do you think she's advertising snuggles with a child? No, she's not. She's advertising her house. She's got, if we count how many angles she takes of that with that child, right? When she sat snuggling him, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She took 5 different angles of her snuggling this
Oh
child.
my God.
Surely that can't be 5 or 6 different cameras. That must be a couple of cameras moved around.
That's what I mean, production team.
I feel sorry for the children. That's what I think is like. Imagine
Yeah.
having a camera shoved in your face and you have to do this whole. I just want to wake up and have snuggles with my mum. I don't need a full production crew with the lights and
And
camera.
I don't need to sit in front of a fireplace. I just want to go play with my toys.
Toys, isn't it? Right, gets worse. Anyway, so she has this list. On the list, it says, on her list, right, that she crosses off, she has this thing saying, morning snuggles in the fireplace.
Yeah.
Wake up Caden for his morning snuggles, obviously. Make the perfect idea coffee with caramel.
Perfect idea coffee.
It
Is
does
that
say
what it's called?
Ideal coffee, maybe ideal coffee. Fluff pillows to perfection. She puts that on a list, love.
Fluff pillows to perfection.
Mm.
Well, people have different levels of perfection. I understand making a list. People do like to
Right.
like the list, don't they? But to fluff your pillows to perfection
On a list
on a list
is absurd.
is crazy.
Right. So anyway, so she does that. Then she makes her coffee. So firstly, obviously, we've got the angles of the room. Next up, we've got angles of the kitchen. 15 million angles of the kitchen. Just her getting something out of a cupboard. Then she's got 16 million angles of her putting ice and frothing a coffee. And look, I don't understand how she has so much. Husband's fluffing a Hermes pillows. Just FYI.
Oh, yeah. That's why they need to be fluffed to perfection because they're Hermes.
And then her husband's cleaning a pool in 16 different angles.
What, every morning?
Well, apparently. Then look at this shot. I'm sorry, but you must have a huge house to have that. Look at this angle. Look at this shot.
Yeah.
She must have floor to thingy ceilings. Look at this. And she's showing us this. Obviously, she's showing. Big shot.
Wow.
Yep.
Look how big my house is.
Drone shot.
Wow.
Above drone shot.
Drawn shot.
Oh, could you look at that bit? Doesn't she look
Do you know,
miserable?
imagine they don't have a drawing and it's just like the maid like hanging on the ceiling
I wouldn't put it past them.
with a camera.
Did you see that shot of her sat there? She looks miserable, love.
She
I think
looks
she was trying,
like
she was trying to do
she's-
brooding. She was trying to do like far off wonderment.
No, she's contemplating, like, she looks like she's being forced to film this.
Right, listen, love. Blink twice in your next video if you
need help.
fall, right? If you need help. It's so surreal, innit? Look at this. And then they walk across into their rooms and they go check up on their kids because the kids are homeschooled, right?
Okay.
She leaves the kids in their own rooms on their laptops and she's homeschooling them.
Oh, they're playing games.
Absolutely. My mum said to me, I'm coming in to check on you. I'd have a page up.
I used to do that in IT,
Innit?
in high school.
Exactly. Homeschool, I'm sitting chilling.
We'd have like our IT work on one window,
Yeah.
and then the next window would be like playing games
MSN.
online or MSN.
MSN, innit? You had to crack it though because schools used to block it. You had to
Oh,
crack
we used
it.
to get
innit?
so many proxies.
So, right, well, let's have a look. So then she does her cutting her breakfast, making a veg. Crossed it off the list, obviously, because she put the broccoli in, seasoned. It's the angles and the shots of all of this, like.
It's the audacity of it all.
And then they go,
So this is-
Cybertruck around her big fat house.
Wow. They have a playground in their house.
They have a full jungle gym playground in the house. The reason I wanted to show you this video was because I wanted to show you, right, that she's not showing a day in the life.
She's showing the day in my house.
Yeah. Come and look at my house.
Come and look at my house.
Ain't it big?
Ain't it huge?
My house
Yeah.
is big, love.
And my mini Cybertruck.
Yeah, my mini Cybertruck. My kids got everything. I've got Hermes pillows.
I've got maids hanging off the ceiling recording me.
I just think what I want to know is who's that for? Like who's?
It's for
I
all
make
the-
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They
people can
make
laugh at it.
content of home living
For who?
for people who
Who's your
don't have their
customer?
homes.
Oh,
They're showing off, aren't they?
it's for the povos.
It's for the povos.
She's got millions of followers.
Yeah, 100%.
I think 14 million
of course.
followers.
But
And people
how
are-
would you sit there and just watch it? I think that's like a guilty pleasure type of video.
I think so.
That if someone looks over your shoulder, you'd be like, oh, I'm not doing it. Not doing
But
anything.
I genuinely think the audacity of her to have that, like, just a day in the
Oh,
life
that's
would
it.
just
What?
be
The video or that many angles?
that many angles, mate. It's got to be the angles. I think the angles is absurd, mate. I think it's ridiculous that you are shooting like right now, right? It's literally this me drinking my morning coffee.
Watch us sit here.
Look at all
Shot,
these.
shot,
Yeah,
shot.
angle. 15 angle of me going.
She's got like a maid, a gardener, and a pool guy. Her husband's pretending he cleans his own pool.
Yeah.
So all these three people have got cameras and taking videos
And they've been
of
paid
her and her
absolute
child.
pennies as well. for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's probably hired the children as well.
That's what someone said in the comments. Someone with the kid's not even hers. That's so true. The kid.
I'm sorry, if that child is yours, that child is not sitting there waiting for this shot. They're going to be like, Mum, I need to get off. I need to go
Yeah.
do my stuff. If that's a paid actor,
That's true.
that is genius.
Oh yeah, genius.
Genius
marketing
idea. I
moves.
think I might do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what your social media career is going to be.
That's what it's
Day in
gonna
the
be.
life with my fake children.
With my fake
And your
children,
fake house.
I'm just going to gather all my friends' kids
Yeah.
and because they behave really well for me.
Yeah. So they would listen to you because they paid actors.
Yeah.
True. Because your kids didn't want to. But I do feel sorry for the kids because I think, like, imagine that being your life, that your mum really wants
Yeah, it
to
is
do
a
a day in
shame.
life. That the whole day you've just literally had a
Yeah.
camera in your face. You've had 15 cameras. Even when your mum's
But they don't know
making
any better. That's just life for them.
I know, and they get to live in a big house, so I don't think they
Exactly.
care.
I know. And if you've got a jungle gym, I'm sure you'd be sat in your mum's lap on your
Yeah, for 15 shots,
minutes.
yeah. Just snuggling.
Whilst all the house staff take all the videos.
So true. So yeah, that was the I'm Richie Up of the week, and it's just getting worse.
Oh, it tickles. It tickles. So, guys, I beg your pardon is us talking about all the controversial travesties.
You can't say the word controversial because controversial means that you're being controversial. When you're not, you're just giving your opinion, and it might be controversial for other
Okay,
people.
this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Only.
So basically, what as Sophie was saying, it's just our opinions. Sometimes some people might find them
Yeah.
controversial.
Some people might find them hilarious, like they always do.
They do, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll go. So this one's I don't know. So basically, I will call it supporter fatigue. Now, I feel like
Supporter fatigue.
yeah. Let me.
What is this, like a new age, fancy, posh thing?
What it would have been was it would have been an answer if you didn't interrupt me.
Carry on.
This is what Sophie, do you know, me and Sophie have this all
We
the
do it
time.
to each other all the
right? No,
time.
you're the worst for this, right? So I'll be in the middle of a story, and the next sentence that's coming out of my mouth that I'm
I say
uttering
it.
is going to be the answer to the question she asked me. So
I'm
I'll
like,
say, I was going down the hill. Why'd you go down the hill? That's literally what I was going to say next.
Absolutely.
The next sentence. So
And do you know what the funniest thing is? My mum annoys me about this because if we're watching something, like say we're watching a film and it's the first time I'm seeing it, it's the first time she's seeing it. She's asking me, well, what's he going to do next? I don't know, mother. Maybe if we watch it, we'll see what he's going to do next. I was not on the production team. I did not direct this film. Okay. If we sit together,
True.
shut our mouths and watch it, we'll find out what he's going to do next.
in the next scene. Absolutely. In the very next scene is going to happen anyway. So I will call this supporter fatigue. And what that means is, so when I first started doing social media, I used to have a lot of my friends and family supporting, sharing everything, watching everything, doing all that. There's such thing called supporter fatigue, which I feel like I announced the ambassadorship, right? Which is such an incredible honor.
Absolutely.
Not one comment from my friends, not one comment from my family. First things first, I'm not being entitled. I'm not saying it that, oh, there's an expectation for you to do that. Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that used to happen. So anytime I did something, any achievement I had, there was always people supporting. I think as time goes on, so when I launch new things, it's become a thing where you lot all do this thing where you kind of like, all right, oh yeah, I saw that. Oh right, cool. And I've seen it with all my family. I've seen it with all my friends. I've seen it with all, I guess, even with the supporters. As I've started doing more and more, it's like, oh well, yeah, oh you're doing that. That's genuinely how I feel. I genuinely feel like my friends and family and you lot have stopped being as enthusiastic as used to be about some of the stuff I do.
Because you made it, honey.
I have not, love. I've not made it. Clearly not made it, and that's why I think in your lot's mind you're like, oh well, so what? Like you're doing, and it's sad.
No, but that's
the
your
truth.
Perception.
Well, no, it's not my perception. It's the truth. Because
it's
when
not
was
the
the last
truth.
time you actually ever like? I
messaged you the other day.
messaging me saying I think I
The
told
only
you about
difference is
it.
I've not messaged
didn't-
everyone on my social media
Yeah.
to say, by the way, guys, well done, Shabaz. But
Well,
I said
you
it to
didn't.
you.
So
No,
how
but I
come?
messaged you.
I don't want to hear your message
Okay,
publicly.
then I won't message him.
No, but the truth is, your support to me privately means nothing. That's the truth of the matter.
What?
Your support to
What
me
is
privately
wrong
means
with you?
nothing because if you're not out there at the top of that hill screaming my support, I don't need you to support me and tell me that you like me and I'm brilliant to my face. I need you when I'm not in the room to be saying I'm great.
But you're never in the room.
Because I will do the same with you. I think
I
a
do.
friend.
Don't
I think
listen.
a friend.
Don't direct at me. Direct at all your other
No,
friends.
it's you as well.
No,
You are guilty of it, love, because there's been plenty of times when
I
I've
do
said to
not
you,
agree.
did you see this? Oh, I never saw that. Oh, was it on your story? Oh, right, I didn't see that.
Because genuinely, I have not gone onto social
Why?
media. Because sometimes I just don't want to go
Well,
on
there
my
you
phone.
go. So that's the point. But you're always on that phone. Don't even give me that nonsense.
I'm
Because
not always-
TikTok, absolute nonsense. Do you know why? Because you will
Why?
tap and you'll be sending constant videos. Look at this reel. Look at that reel. Look at that reel. So the time it took
That's
you to
research, though.
Sorry, the time it took you to do that reel, all you had to do was go and click on my story and find it. Before, you'd be like, I want to listen to every podcast, every interview, everything I ever did. You knew about it, you did it. And that's what I'm saying to you, supporter fatigue. I'm not judging you for it. I'm slightly judging you for it. But
I'm not judging
saying-
you for you, but I am judging
slightly
you
judging you for it, but I guess I feel that way in general about the audience as well, because like we've launched this podcast. There's quite a lot of people that be like, "Oh, you do a podcast? Okay,
No,
Share it.
it's when people say
Like it.
exactly.
I watch everyone."
If you're going to watch this podcast, at least share it, like it, and repost it. This is what I say to everyone. When anyone messages me saying, "Oh my god, I saw the podcast," I'm like, "Oh, cool, just repost it,
Yeah,
get it out there,
Yeah,
whatever." Which I say to everyone.
yeah.
So if you're going to watch it, like it, repost it, support it.
That's what I mean about supporter fatigue as well. I know I'm just saying it about my family, but I do feel that way. Like the
No, but the
podcast,
podcast
the
is
tour,
new.
the podcast, the tour, the book, like all these things. At the end of the day, if you like somebody enough and you follow them and you appreciate them, then support them in what they
Oh,
do.
100%.
Support them in their journey.
You know, I'm
innit?
always Team Shabaz.
And that's it. And like that's why I have no expectations for anyone. I'm launching this podcast. It's on me to like put it out there, whatever. But there's so many people that'll be like, "Oh my god, yeah, your podcast. I've seen it. It's so
Oh
funny."
yeah, 100%. Everyone, look,
Child.
listen. At least they said I've seen it. I'm funny. Some of my close friends have gone, "Oh, you've got a podcast." Yes, love. We have a podcast. But if you were that interested in my life, you would watch it. But clearly, you don't want to.
You know, when you have your favorite content creator, whatever, is launching something, promoting something, or even another content creator, if you're a content creator, I always, if I see a post where they're advertising something, I like it, I'll share it. As in, like, I'll click this thing
Yeah.
and send it to you or send it to someone, send it to myself, send it to the podcast.
Send it to
No, I
myself.
don't send it to the podcast because I'm like, at least it looks like a share in it. Doesn't matter where it's shared.
Yeah,
share
as
the
long as it's
podcast
shared, yeah.
and just like it and comment on it just to boost the algorithm for them because at the end of the day, they're working. They're working, aren't they?
Absolutely,
so
I
that,
agree.
So that and that, a lot of people don't do that.
The only reason why things develop and get better is if people share it
and stuff. And that's the thing about a lot of things. When somebody launches something, supporter fatigue is that's what supporter fatigue is. It's the idea that people go, well, no, actually, oh, he's already doing it. Oh, he's doing loads of great things. I don't need to
Yeah.
share it. No, love, it doesn't work like that. Saying, oh, he's already got 1 million followers. He's made it. I'm still doing other things. So support those other things. Support the tour. Support the book. Support the podcast.
Absolutely.
Likewise, even family and friends support each other. That's it. That's my 2p. Anyway, what have you got for
That's
me?
your 2p. It sounded like 10p then.
No, it's like that 50p. No,
50p.
A big one.
Big
£2 coin. Go on.
My controversial opinion is dog owners. So the thing about dog...
Oh, you're going there, love.
So
Oh, you're going there.
I understand. Like, I have a pet cat. I love my pet cat.
Yeah.
She's like a member of the family. But she is not family. She is
Not my child.
a pet. Yes.
Okay.
She's not another human being. She is a pet. I treat her kindly. I treat her nicely. But
You don't have an Instagram page for her.
I don't have an... Yeah, especially that. Who has an Instagram page for their pet?
Some people do.
Like, I get it. Your pet is cute. But having a whole Instagram page for them...
Do you know some people do?
It's like having an Instagram page for children. Why?
Do you know some people that do that, right? Some people will actually say, like, my child, like, I have a friend, she has 2 dogs. Sorry, love, because I know she watches this podcast. But she says that they're her kids. She actually acts like they're her children. Like children.
My friend, so Christine,
Yeah.
she said she would rather have a pet than a human being as a companion.
I do get that, though.
And I understand that, I get it, but I'm sorry. You have a cat as well. Is your pet's life more valuable than your niece?
I love my cat, but not more. But then I'm not putting them up against each other. What is this? What?
But this is what some people do.
But they don't. They don't value.
Some people-
They value that. Okay.
Some people will take better care of their pets than their friends and family. Just saying.
Fair enough. I get that. I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it because dogs are so loving. When
I
you
love
have
dogs.
them.
Dogs are the cutest thing
Dogs
ever.
are so loving. So I
Yeah.
get that for the sentiment because people tend to like, they're such a precious thing that and they are so cute. I get that. I kind of agree with you on the like, they're not like,
They're not human beings.
I know, but they're still living
They
things.
are living things, but if you had to pick between a human being and a pet,
But sometimes human beings are really shitty and dogs are better, man.
yeah, no, that is
Let's
true.
be honest,
No,
right?
that is true. That is true.
I know.
So I said to my mum, she was like, "You can't have 2 cats. Like it's too much." Because I had the mum and the baby. So Bougie's the mum, Pepper's the baby. I said to her, "Would you choose between me and my sister?" Do you know what she said to me? She went, "You are my children. You are not pets." I birthed you guys. I said, well, I just feel the same connection. But the reason I feel obviously the connection to my cat is I got my cat when I was in like a time where I needed companionship.
Right.
So I had my little cat.
So you're saying to me that it's okay for me because my cat I got during a time when I wasn't sad, but other people aren't allowed to love their animals.
No, I love your animal.
You literally just said it. You
I
literally
did.
said. So
I have literally just contradicted my damn
yourself. So
self.
you just went. So what I've gathered from this is that
Yeah.
you're saying that people shouldn't treat their pets like children, except if it's yours because you went through a tough time and you're allowed to. You evil cow. They're a pet, not your child.
Exactly.
Barbara. So, Twosome is this week on social media, and it's all the things that we've seen on social media. Oh my God, I've spent so much time on social media. The week is not enough with the amount of things I see, right? So first things first, I just want to bring up GK Barry.
What about GK Barry?
So, you know GK Barry, innit?
Absolutely.
I love her. I think she's brilliant. I think she's
yeah.
really funny. GK Barry, she's actually going on I'm a Celeb, you know.
Yeah.
I saw an article. So basically, she's in a bit of controversy because she bought on hers. I just wrote it down here because I didn't know her name. Bonnie Blue.
Who's Bonnie Blue?
That woman, the one with the one that has with loads of people and trying to break the world record. I told you about her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very inappropriate.
Right, she had her on there. She's said a lot of controversial stuff. She says a lot of controversial things. She's vile, right? She is vile. At the end of the day, I'm not judging her for her actions and her work. Some of the things she says is vile. GK Barry has given her a platform, brought her onto the podcast, and all GK Barry has done when the guest is talking. Bear in mind, I've been trying to get on this podcast for ages, right? Right? So GK Barry's she's on my list.
She's on your list.
No, she's on my list. There's a lot of people on my
Grace,
list.
please.
Chloe was on my list.
Contact
Chloe
her.
versus World, she was on my list. She's been taken off my list now. She's not on my
Yes.
list anymore. There's a lot of people on my list because when I've asked to come on their podcast, they've said, yeah, and they've not thinking, no.
Maybe you're on a list too. A
Oh,
waiting list.
Some list, in a waiting list. So she's basically giving this girl a platform. Everyone's really annoyed because they're saying, at the end of the day, if you're going to call this person on your podcast, call them out for their nonsense. Call them out for the stuff, the vile stuff they say. But instead, she sat there going, oh, love you. Oh, yeah. Oh, if you say so.
Yeah.
Oh, agreeing to it. So she's
Yeah,
taking the episode down.
she's not really controversial in that sense where she's going to call her out on stuff.
But if you have somebody on your podcast, either firstly, don't give them the platform.
No, don't give them a platform. If you don't agree with something, say you don't agree with it.
But I don't think she didn't agree with it. That's the point. People
But
are
that's
like,
what I mean. She's
yeah.
not controversial in that
Yeah,
sense.
but the fact is that if I've got somebody on my thing and they say something wrong,
Oh, we know you will say something.
love, if you're a guest on my podcast and you say something wrong, I'm going to call you out of it, whether you've taken a train down to come to and be a guest on my podcast. I'm going to call you out on
paid
it.
for that train anyway.
Yeah, I paid for that train anyway. So I saw an article from Daily Mail or someone saying that GK Barry, ITV are in crisis talks because obviously they've got her on and there's been all this controversy.
Yeah.
I want to call BS on it, right? I feel like this is really
What's a
controversial.
crisis talk?
Like they're having crisis talks, like, oh, should we get her on? You know, like they're having
Yeah.
crisis talks. I think her manager probably just planted that story.
What about I'm a Celeb?
I think not that I'm a celeb story, the crisis talks love story, because I think it boosts up your profile. At the end of the day,
Especially when someone says crisis talk. you
yeah, like,
think,
oh, ITV are proper
That's what
having
I'm thinking,
crisis
what is
talks.
crisis talk?
No, but IT crisis talks is a thing. But
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what is it for the general public who don't know what it is?
I think everybody knows what it is.
Just
love.
me then?
Yeah, just you.
Okay.
But the thing is, the reason I'm saying it is because the crisis talks thing's funny because I feel like they did this whole thing where they're like, I think her manager planted those stories. Oh God, that was spit was far. I think her manager planted the story because her manager's like, it'll boost her profile going in that she's this. Oh my God, there's been so much controversy about her going in.
Yeah.
It gets more eyes
And
on it.
what was
It's
the
in
controversy
newspapers.
around this guest?
The guest thing, but no, the fact is, yeah, that is a controversy, but I don't think the ITV are having crisis talks about it. I don't think ITV cared that much about what she did on her podcast.
Maybe they're not even talking about
They're
it.
not
at
even
all.
talking. That's what I'm saying. If I was going to go on, I'd get you to leak a story saying
Yeah.
that ITV are having very big crisis because it boosts my profile. More
Yeah.
people are going to know about
Because
me.
they want to know why. What's going to
Yes,
happen.
more people are going to know about me and all that.
They do say
Smart.
all publicity is good publicity.
And I'm telling you, GK Barry's manager, the devil works hard, her manager works harder. Like, trust and believe. So I think she did it. Anyway, have you got anything for me?
So what I've got for you is there was a bunch of friends, 4 friends, who went and bought an island off the coast of, I think, Florida, was
Yeah.
it? And they had, I think it cost them like 40 grand, but they've now making millions off this island
Right.
that they've renovated.
Lovely.
My question is, if there was 4 of us, there was me, you, and 2 other people, and we clumped our money together, first of all, do we have 40 grand to clump together?
First, yeah.
Second of all, how are we renovating this place? Because I'm sure you bought it for 40 grand. You're
It's now
not
40,
renovating.
it's now worth 14 million. They've had money beforehand. They ain't just gone 40 grand because we could easily get 40 grand together as
Yeah.
friends. 4 of us,
Yeah.
we could easily borrow money and get 40 grand together, right?
Yeah. But
But then
how,
who's doing all the maintenance and stuff?
Exactly. Like,
How
am
you
I
getting
on
blamed
there,
then?
like, building houses? And
I'm at hell. I'm getting staff
we're
to
getting
come.
contractors, aren't we?
Right, so then-
But how are we affording the contractors?
Because they're obviously. Do you think these friends are normal, average povos? Love, these are
these are some
generational
rich
wealth.
friends.
Yeah.
But it made out like it was just regular people.
Nah, it
Or
ain't regular
4
people.
regular friends.
Yeah, 4 regular friends from Blackburn joined together and bought an island in Florida. No.
No.
Some rich billionaire's child joined together.
With their friends.
They didn't even join together. Their parents give them the money, each one, and they went, oh, we'll join it together.
Go purchase this
property
island.
and then we'll do it up for you.
And we'll do it up, and now they're raking millions from it. I want to go to this island one day and just
Is it one of
see.
those islands though? You know what rich
No.
people do on islands?
No, it's supposed to be like a
Bleep,
luxury island.
like a luxury island.
Yeah.
Yeah, then their parents definitely funded it.
100%.
Giving me this nonsense, giving me this like ambition of like, oh, look
Yeah.
at you, you can do it, you too can do it. No, I can't do it, love,
Yeah.
because I ain't got millions.
Which is like the. Did you ever see the Gordon Ramsay?
What?
Was it Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah.
Uh,
How you grew up poor.
how he grew up poor.
Mm.
This guy turns around and says to the guy who's interviewing him, he went to his girlfriend's or partner's father
Yeah.
and said to him, I need to borrow some money because we need to buy a house. So the dad said to him, because obviously he was struggling.
Yeah,
he said he was struggling.
Yeah.
The dad then turns around to him, he goes, if you want to buy a house, sell your Porsche. I'm sorry. If you are struggling, you're not going to be driving a Porsche, love it,
Also, you went to borrow like grands of your thingy.
off your father-in-law.
Because he was struggling.
Because you were struggling for a house. He goes, he was humbled very quickly.
Yeah.
When his father-in-law said to him,
Sell your Porsche then,
sell your
pal.
Porsche, mate. You'll have enough money to buy a house.
Victoria Beckham did that, innit? When she was like, I grew up really poor. And he was like, no, you're not. Your dad was driving a Rolls
Yeah,
Royce.
David
love.
is like, I grew up normal.
Yeah.
Your dad took you to school in a Rolls Royce,
Exactly, love. I've got another one for you. So, did you see the pictures of Jupiter?
I did.
Oh my God, they're so gorgeous,
Beautiful.
aren't they? It's scary though.
Why?
I always find whenever space, it scares me, innit?
I'd love to go into space.
No,
though.
no, I'm scared of space. So at Jupiter, looking at pictures of Jupiter really freaked me out. I saw like all the the colours of Jupiter, and I was like,
Like
ooh.
the clouds and stuff.
Yeah, and how high definition it was. It scares me. Space scares me. It's just too big,
I
innit?
would love to go out. I just want to see what the Earth looks like zoom out.
No, that scares me.
I want to see what the Earth looks like. That's not good English. And I'd like to go to different planets. But the only thing is, obviously Jupiter has like that. Is it Jupiter that has the really high?
You can't go land on Jupiter. It's not land, love.
What do you mean it's not land?
It's just a got ball of gas in it.
It's just fire?
Yeah.
Like
no,
the sun?
No, it's not fire. It's a ball of gas.
Gas.
My God.
What do you mean? So they don't have like hard surface?
They don't have, you go through it.
So it's like a giant ball of
gas.
Of gas.
Just being surrounded, yeah. That's what those swirls
But
are.
why did they say that the gravity is so strong that you get stuck to the ground, that you get squished?
You get squished in, it's a pressure in there where you'd squish you.
They'd
You wouldn't be able
squish
to go
you.
from the top to the bottom.
But they squished me like this way, so I'm like,
Yeah, it's kidding. But yeah, I think space just scares me, freaks me out. I'm not into it.
I
Space
find it
and the sea.
interesting.
I think it's fascinating, but I
I
wouldn't
always
go.
post on my story like pictures of galaxies and stuff. I'd like to go in space and physically see
No,
a
I
galaxy.
wouldn't want to do it. Like Interstellar scared the life out of me. Can't stand it. It was too scary. The fact that you go onto different planets,
What
time
is it that
dilation.
you're scared of?
I just, it's too vast.
The only thing that makes me conscious about it is the fact that you can't just like nip back home because it takes you like years.
This is what I'm saying, and it's the vastness.
Like if you
of
could
it.
just like drive there and it takes you like what, maybe 4 hours, and you know you can drive back home in 4 hours.
Yeah.
It'd be alright.
I think it's the vastness of space that scares me, like just how big it is and how there's just so much out there. And like I said, Interstellar is terrifying because how accurate it was, and this whole time dilation thing. They're on the planet and then it's been 25 years back home and they've only been there for a couple of minutes.
That's
and oh my
cool,
God, I'm sorry, it's not
No,
scary.
but imagine, going up into space, coming back.
And everyone ever known is dead.
No, Shabaz,
Love.
that's a bit extreme.
That's what happens.
It's just gone a couple of years, but you still look young.
No. But it's not that
So everyone's in
everybody's-
like the 50s and
yeah,
you're
and
like,
everybody's
hi.
that's
But you
not
look
it.
great.
Though. You've outlived everyone. They've lived a life, and all you've done is go up into space and come back. They've lived an
But
entire
you can
life.
live longer now.
No, I'm not bothered about that. I would. But living longer doesn't mean anything if you haven't lived it with people that you love.
Oh, God.
That's the truth. Are you genuinely don't give me oh God as if like it's something that you don't believe?
No, it is definitely what
Of
I
course,
believe.
you're living. What's the point of living till thingy when everybody you've ever known has died? Everyone, and you haven't lived. You went up there and you came back, and 100 years later, and everyone you've ever known
No,
is
but it'd
dead.
be a cool situation
I
to
don't
be
think
in.
it would be at all. Anyway, another one I've got. I saw something on.
No, I've got one.
Go on.
Guess what Lidl are doing?
What?
Lidl are
I
getting,
saw this. I know what you're saying.
Lidl are getting their very own Coca-Cola truck.
Yeah.
Well, no, I shouldn't say Coca-Cola. Freeway cola truck. It's called
Yeah, but
Freeway, isn't it?
it's their version of the Coke,
Yeah.
the Coke truck, isn't
The
it?
Coca-Cola
That's
truck
so funny.
for Christmas, and I think that is absolutely brilliant.
I think
Povo truck,
Pavo truck.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Is
that
it
should be-
Povo?
Yeah, it is Pavo. Lidl's Pavo.
Is Lidl Povo?
Yeah, it's absolutely Pavo.
I think it's just genius.
Yeah, I
that
think it
things are
is.
cheaper.
Yeah, listen, knock Coke off that top spot. You take the Pavo.
Exactly. Aldi
truck.
and Lidl, I am here for you.
I saw something on social media where it was JOMO. I
Joy
lo-
of missing out.
What a brilliant word.
I love JOMO.
I got JOMO so
I've never,
badly.
do you know what? I've never really had FOMO.
I used to have FOMO when I was
Did
younger.
you?
Yeah.
I never really
When
had
people
FOMO.
went, are you kidding me? When your friends all went out and if they didn't invite you, yeah, you'd get FOMO. Everyone gets it. If your
No,
friends,
I'd be fuming because
that's
I'd
FOMO
be
because
allowed
you
to
missed
go.
out, innit?
I'd be no, because then I'd be not. My mum would be like, "You're not going out."
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
There also would be that.
She'd be like, "No."
But
so
there's-
I didn't have FOMO. I had Angramo.
Yeah, I know. When you get older, it's really funny because JOMO is this idea of like joy of missing out,
Absolutely.
right?
I agree.
Isn't it brilliant? Because
100%.
as you've gotten older, there is less so that you want to go out. So if my friends cancelled on me, I'm like, thank God. Or have you had this where you've watched your friends do stuff and you're not there and you're like, oh, thank God, it looked like a lot of effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
wanna go anyway.
Like to get up and get ready to go out. Like I just want to go somewhere in my PJs.
You know,
I don't want to go
I
out
don't
and get
wanna go
ready.
out.
Like, do you know, like what I used to love doing previously is I loved going out to different towns because my friends would literally always just make fun of me and like, oh my God, you'd like travel to like Liverpool for a coffee. But it's because I like to go out and explore.
I don't like doing that anymore.
Whereas now, I couldn't think of anything worse than traveling, eating out.
No.
I'm not really a big fan of eating out anymore.
No.
I think it just disappoints me if I
I'd
eat out.
rather just sit
I'm
in
like,
bed.
I spent my money and the food was mid.
It's not even the food. It's just I'd rather eat. I'm like that with anything in life. Like the minute somebody says, "Oh, I have to think about it," and I'm like, "Oh, I'd just rather sit inside." Like I get JOMO because I get joy of missing out. I look at people's videos and I'm thinking, "Thank God I didn't go there," because no.
Absolutely not.
No.
So, guys, our next topic is Povo News. So this is where we discuss the latest poverty.
No.
That wasn't right.
The latest news.
The latest news
Relating to
povos.
poverty. I don't know why you had to.
I don't know why I said that.
Anyway, I've got one for you. Oh, election results.
Oh, the Donald Trump thing.
Has won.
I just knew it. I
elections.
knew he'd probably win.
I know. I had faith that Kamala would win. I either way don't support either because for whatever reason they both got their own things, right? And then but I've had so much abuse online.
About what?
I lost about 5,000 followers because I said I don't support Trump.
Wow.
At what point did anyone think I supported Trump? Like, I don't know why you're so surprised about this, that I don't support Trump. Like, is that a shocker? Like,
Is that news to you?
yeah, clutch your pearls, love, because I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't realise that you follow. Like, the amount of people that have unfollowed me, the amount of abuse. My thing was, I was scrolling for hours because that's how many comments I got about the fact
What they were saying?
that the fact that they're giving me all this spiel about how Trump's amazing.
FYI, people, we're not here for people or to support things that are racist, number one.
Transphobic, homophobic, Islamophobic.
Yeah, transphobic, all the lot. We're not here
No, but people
hate.
say, this is the thing, people say that he isn't any of those, though.
Wow. I'm sorry, did they not... Was no one
No,
around
he
when he placed a ban on people travelling to America?
No, but that was
Or
false.
him building a wall?
That was false. That was
I'm
proven
sorry.
as lies. He didn't essay someone. That was proven as a lie.
Was it now?
Yeah, apparently.
And he
Ridiculous.
didn't want to build a wall.
No, that was proven as a lie. That didn't happen.
There's videos of him actually saying
No, didn't happen. That's what they do. That's literally what they do.
Like,
So,
I
yeah,
don't get
got
it. Like,
some-
why are we supporting people who are doing stuff like
Regardless
this?
of like, okay, you do that, you do you, right? If that's what you want to
But
support.
a lot of people said it's
But-
because of the economic side
and
of
that's
things.
fine. But also, FYI, Hitler, people supported him because he was going to help Germany's economy. Still Hitler, love.
Exactly.
You know
Still
what I
did
mean?
a bad thing.
So you can't. So anyway, the point is, you're entitled to vote for who you want. I ain't judging you. Vote for whoever you want. I'm slightly judging you, but I'm not. You vote for whoever you
slightly
want.
judging
Yeah.
you, but not.
But the fact is, don't come to my house and tell me how to decorate, love. Do not come to my page and tell me what I can and cannot say. Trust and believe. Point blank. Period. Bye bye. Good night. Thank you.
And that is it for the podcast today. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Anything else? Anything you've seen? Pova news.
Povo news. Oh, there's a thing in Japan,
Hmm?
which I think is absolutely genius, which I think people in the UK should adopt. So anyone who goes to work really early in Japan
Yeah.
and they park the car, they will park the furthest away from the building.
Hmm.
So they'll get the last spaces. So people who are running late can park right at the front and run in.
I love that.
How considerate are Japanese people?
I
love
that.
you. Japan, I really want to go to Japan, by the way.
I love
But
that.
I think that is genius. How considerate. People in the UK would never.
I love that because as a person who is always late, not through any fault of my own,
Just because he's just wired that like that.
so circumstances sometimes, it's not that I'm late, it's that everybody else is a little bit early. And also, do you know what it is? I saw somebody say this, right?
Go
Is
on.
people manifest that nonsense for me.
What do you mean?
People will say, Shabaz is going to be late. Oh, Shabaz is going to be late. You put that into the universe.
I'm sorry.
late.
Don't you dare.
I'm late because you put that in the universe.
No, do not dare say people have manifested it for you. You are late regardless.
No, that was manifestation. You put it into the universe.
Shabaz will ring me. I'm like, Shabaz, where are you? I'm round the corner. I'm 2 minutes from your street. 20 minutes go by. What were you doing? Pushing your car? Are you Flintstone in your
Can
car?
I ask you a question?
Go on.
Prior to that, did you, when you were getting ready, have the thought Shabaz is going to be late?
Absolutely.
You put it into the universe. I am late because you made me late. People always go and they make all these jokes like Shabaz is going to be late, Shabaz is going to be late. That's on you, love. Because I didn't want to be late. You put that energy in the universe and now I'm late.
So it wasn't the coffee that he wanted to go get that made him late. No, it's your thinking, you're manifesting. So do not think anything about Shabaz and he'll always be early.
I would have been on time if you didn't manifest it. Just putting that out there. Do you know what I saw one this morning the other day?
Go on.
This woman, Alexia, makes £10,000 a week
I saw this.
for her sweat.
Nasty.
She sells her sweat
Grim.
and makes £10,000 a week for selling her sweat because she found out that once she was a boxer or sporting person, somebody wanted to buy like a headband with all sweat on it. So she now sweats and puts it in a jar.
But is it real?
No, it's real.
But how do you collect your sweat?
Because you just, like, if you're running, you just put it into a little, she gets it in little vials and she sells
What do you
them.
mean? So you hold a vial next to your head? I don't sweat from my face, so what would I do?
Well, no, love. Let me tell you. Oh,
People be sweating from different places.
Let me tell you how she collects it.
How?
She wears one of those sweatsuits and then wrings it out into the tubes.
This is like the girl who farted in jars.
And then she got ill.
And she got really sick because she kept eating beans. Don't eat too many beans. It's
She
not
kept
good for you.
farting and she made herself ill. This one,
Yeah.
do you know what I want to know?
But 10 grand, wow, that's money, mate.
Yeah.
But what? Do you know what I would do? I wouldn't even.
No. My biggest question is, who's buying this?
Yeah, and that. Ew, grim.
Her
no,
selling
but
is-
we already know there's grim people out in the world.
Her selling is not an issue.
It's who's buying it.
That is concerning,
creeps,
love.
probably.
Do you know one thing that made me?
Creeps.
Do you know one thing that I was shocked about?
Go on.
I've wanted to promote a book. Wanted
Okay.
to promote a tour. When my book came out, I wanted to talk about stuff. I've done some good stuff with Save the Children, whatever. I wanted to go on this morning. No.
No, they wanted the broccoli guy instead.
Do you know who they wanted?
Sweat
seller. Right?
Sweat seller. Maybe that's what you need to do.
Need to do something controversial to get on this morning.
Absolutely. Because no one with, like,
Any sane person is not allowed on this morning.
is not
innit?
on this morning,
Innit?
yeah.
That's what I need
You
to
just
do.
need crazy people.
That's what I need to
But
do.
my God, to make 10 grand, how is that a week?
10 grand a week, mate.
10 grand
And she can
a
make more
week.
if she sells more.
Do you know what I'd do? I wouldn't even, because obviously I don't know how to collect the sweat and all that stuff. I'd just get a jar, I'd just get water and just
Put salt in it.
put salt in it, or put, like, I
I'm
don't
going to
know,
be sick.
ask for someone's socks and just dip
stop,
it in
you're
the
making it
water
worse.
and then just jar the water with different scents. They don't know any different. But yeah, it's my sweat.
Speaking of scent, they have actually AI generated a scent. So basically, a guy took a vial of plums,
Yeah.
crushed it up, made a scent from it, sent the scent in a computer, and they reproduced that very scent in a very different vial across the other side of the country.
When you say digitised scents, you mean you can, like, sniff it through your phone?
No.
What do you mean?
My God.
So what's digitised scent?
Because they basically took the scent, found the code for it, put
Yeah.
it through the computer
Oh,
animated
takes
it,
all the code,
All the
sends
code.
them the code, and they put these codes together.
and make the scent somewhere else. So basically, teleported scent.
But what's the purpose of that?
What was the reason?
What is that just sounds dumb.
Cure cancer, eradicate world hunger, get rid of HIV.
Digitised scents. But what is the reason? Just send it in the post. We still have post, you know.
Also, can you imagine how talking about that fart girl's going to make a load of money if she can digitise
if
it.
she can digitise, that's what I'm going to do. I found it. That is our next.
Never have to fart again.
That's it.
You don't have to fart again.
Ever in your life.
Because you
And
can just
know what?
digitise your fart.
That is now our new business venture. We are going to start digitising scents. So whatever scents you guys want, just let us know. We will send them to you.
If you want Sophie's farts, let us know.
No, but I'm not much of a farter.
Okay, well,
So
if you want Sophie's burps, because they could clear a room.
Nasty. I gotta say, I'm even disgusted by myself with that.
Anyway, so I also saw, another part of news. There was a MUA, makeup artist, who went to a wedding,
Yeah.
but she stayed there the whole day. So she did the bride's makeup in the morning.
Yeah.
She then stayed there the entire day.
What do you mean she stayed for the ceremony?
And she stayed for the ceremony.
Was she invited?
No. She
Okay.
stayed for the ceremony, the after party, the wedding. She ate cake. She made videos. The bride was going down the aisle and she's going, "Oh, girl, you look good, girl." She was,
Well, do you know what? I know that might sound bizarre to a
Yeah.
lot of people, and people thinking why. But in Morocco, that's what we have. We call them a ziyena. So a ziyena in Morocco
Yeah.
is someone who'll come, do your makeup, your hair, bring your dresses, and she'll dress you and everything. And she's got like a little team with her, and they will stay with you through the whole wedding because obviously we get dressed into different dresses.
but that's
for our
understandable
weddings.
because she has to stay with you because that's
Yeah.
like having a makeup artist.
But
and a
you can ask them to leave, but this woman will stay with you, and let me tell you, all the Moroccans out there know some Ziyenas are about the business. So when I tell if you get in their way, you're getting
clipped,
mate. Backhanded at the back of the head.
Yeah.
Like they are about their business. They mean business, and don't tell them nothing because they will make you feel like what am I doing here at this wedding? Why am I here at my sister's wedding?
These Yana would be like,
That's how
that
they make
is
you
so
think.
funny,
Literally.
really.
I swear to God to you, they are about the business, and you'll ask them something. Like I remember at my brother's wedding, so the Ziana was doing my sister-in-law's makeup, and one of my friends asked literally
Put lip liner on.
for lip liner or something, just for her little girl. She went, "No, sorry, you can't touch any of this." She went, she's a little girl. She's just in her
I
get a
agree.
and she was like,
Your little girl can go walk away.
yeah, she was like, absolutely not.
But
They ended up in a kerfuffle because of it. I was like, do you know what?
I agree, though. I'm going to say I do agree with the Sienna because my job is to look after the bride.
Yeah.
Stay out my way, stay out my business, get out my hair,
Yeah.
don't even breathe in the same air as me.
She's
because I will
brilliant
tell
when
you.
you're the bride,
But this is the thing, though.
but she's not great when you're the guest.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. If my job is to do this, I don't need anyone else coming. Get out my
Absolutely.
hair, get out my face. My job is to make sure
Yeah.
the bride is fully. And do they do a good job for the bride?
100%.
Well, then that's the job done, innit, love? I
And
don't care about
sometimes-
your feelings are
But
none
my
of my problem.
sister-in-law literally was over his Sienna.
Yeah.
She was like, this is just too much. Because sometimes they go over the top and you think to yourself, why am I
Why
even
did-
getting married today?
When my brother was getting married, they had a makeup artist, right? And that was recommended by my brother. I clocked this girl because I was like, speak to my mom or speak to any one of my relatives like that.
I was
again.
there.
That she was
was
needed a backhander
rude.
when you're a
Rude.
makeup artist, love. Calm yourself down.
Yeah.
We're paying you for your thingy. The way
Exactly.
she was rude. If somebody asked her for anything or can you do this, I think she was just like that. That's just the way she speaks.
Yeah, I
but
think that she was just in a kerfuffle
decorum,
herself.
love, decorum.
Yeah. She had no...
But I get it. I get the whole Sienna thing because I think that makes sense because you lot get changed loads of outfits,
Yeah.
so she's gonna be
And she's there to powder you again.
That's
She's there
it.
to do all
But
that.
this makeup
So maybe
artist-
that's what the makeup artist wants to do.
This makeup artist was just there for
the
sake.
food.
She was there chilling.
For the
She
food
did
and the
her
body.
job, and then she was like, "I'm gonna chill now. I'm just gonna still chill."
cool.
She was on the back of bikes. She was chilling. She was riding. No, that's not cool. That's poverty, isn't it?
That is funny though. Come on. I mean, if she's travelled like 2 hours to be at this wedding, oh my God, she needs feeding, number one. And number
but
two, maybe she wants to let her hair down and relax.
That's somebody else's wedding.
That's
and
somebody
she's
else's
invited
wedding.
to- they had
She
to ask
might
her
not
to
been
leave.
out for a
But she
while.
was there partying and like clubbing and like partying. It's like, love, can you please just
Can you leave?
leave?
Just gather your stuff and leave, please.
Anyway, so that
Brilliant,
was
that's funny.
Povo News of the week.
That is funny. So our next segment is Poverty, which is my favourite segment because people send in some juicy gossip.
What have you got?
And we're all here for the juicy gossip.
We love your gossip.
We
We
love
love
it.
your
We
stories.
love it.
Tell us info at
So-
shabazsays.com.
Absolutely. So there was this girl who wrote in and she said that she's like, am I wrong for this? Right. So her and her partner moved into a house and she lived like 3 hours away from her parents. Her mum then goes and cuts herself a spare key
For her house.
for her daughter's house. Her daughter was like, I don't want this to happen. Because I need to discuss this with my partner before my mum has a key. But mum's already gone and done her bit. Because you know what some mums can be like.
well.
She wanted a spare key to her daughter's place. Her daughter...
Did she not cut her mum one? Her mum just cut her own one?
No, her mum asked her for one and she didn't give her an answer.
Right.
So mum goes, you know what, I'll just go do it myself. I'll just take care of this business myself. And then her parents turn up at her house one day, let themselves in with the key. Yep. So they've come in. So her daughter's caught off guard a bit because she's like she's precious about her space. Her home is her home. She wants people to let her know. So she makes a joke at her mum and she says to her mum, Mum, you could at least text me to tell me that you were coming. Bear in mind, this woman and this father have just travelled 3 hours to get to your house and let themselves in. Her mum was really upset at the fact that her daughter said to her, you should have called me before you came to my house.
So what's she asking?
So is she asking, am I wrong for actually telling my mum that she should have called me before she came?
No, I don't think you're wrong. Because I don't think you're wrong at all. Because it's
But it's
still
your parents.
I don't care. It's still your house. At the
I
end of the
know.
day, you've moved out. You're in your own space. Your husband and wife. You have a husband and wife. At the end of the day, you're in your household. Let's take everything else out of it. You could be doing whatever, which you're entitled to in your house.
But would you call your parents before you go to their house?
Yeah, I probably would. I'd tell my mum that I'm coming round. I'd be like,
I'm
"Oh,
on
mum,
my
I'm
way."
coming round." You just would, wouldn't you?
You would. Well,
You just-
sometimes I used to just turn up at my mum's
Yeah,
house.
but but I think it's common
Because I knew
courtesy.
that she's always
You lived
home.
away. Would you ever be pressed if your mum just turned up?
No, never really.
Even if you were with your husband?
No, never. Because my mum's always welcome in my house.
Yeah,
That's
but
my mum.
She's not, that's the difference though.
If
No
my mum
one
went
said-
and cut herself her own key, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
like she would, but I'd be
this is
like,
it.
"Huh?"
But that's what I'm saying. If your mum just not turned up without telling you, you are going to feel something. What if you're in the middle of doing what husband and wives do?
No, not as different.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, absolutely.
You
yeah,
don't think about that
Yeah.
because you're in your own household. You're
No, a lot
technically
of the
allowed
times,
to do
like
that.
some days, like where I can't be bothered seeing anyone, and if someone rang me to tell me they were coming, I'd be like, oh, I'm not feeling great today,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But if they just turned up, I'd be like, oh God.
Yeah, but then that's
Because
why.
sometimes you just don't want to have a conversation.
But the difference with that is if your mum just turns up and decides that I would just want to be in the room, I just want to be there. And if especially 3 hours away, let me know. Because if you're coming, I want to set up. I want to make sure that I'm home. I want to make sure that, you know, I mean, we're not out. We're not doing anything. We haven't planned a movie night. We haven't planned something. So just let us know. It's just courtesy. I don't think
So she's not really wrong for saying
I
that,
don't
then,
think she's
she?
wrong. I think mum's a bit. I think mum cutting her own key and letting herself in is a little bit too much.
Exactly.
It's a bit much.
It is a bit much. And you know what?
Our mums would disagree though. Our mums would be like,
Yeah, that's her mother.
I'm your mum, so
How
can I
dare
not attend
you?
to your house?
I can come. Well, do you know what? Don't ever come to my house.
Yeah.
Then. That's what you get.
Don't go to my house then.
Don't come to my house then. You ring me.
You ring me when you come to my
house.
Yeah, but I think the difference is like your mum lives on her own. She lives with your sister. But if you turned up to your mum, like, you know, she's gonna be just there in the house. Chilling.
I would never ring my mum and tell her I'm coming. She'd actually be excited if I came without
But if
telling
you did, if your parents, if you did, like you.
The only time I'd ring my mum if I thought maybe she'll be out, so I don't want to make that journey.
Yeah.
But other than that.
But letting yourself into your daughter's house is,
That's a bit extreme,
it
now. Like,
is,
come
yeah.
on.
I think have your word with your mum.
If she was living on her own, I get it, but she's got a partner, so you
Yeah.
need to have respect for that other person.
I think tell your mum and just be like, Mum, listen, I'm not being disrespectful, but look, it is what it is.
Sometimes we just have a firm conversation with our parents because, again, they're just humans.
And they're like children sometimes, aren't they?
Absolutely. And sometimes we need to teach and deliver. But don't you dare say that to your mother.
Oh, my mum teach and deliver me to hell.
Exactly.
She'll send me to an early grave.
So that was our little confession that was sent in.
That was quite good. I like that. If you do have any more, please make sure you send them to info@shabazsays.com. We love hearing them and it's always a bit fun.
And we love reading them.
And
you know what? Can I tell you, this is the only one we've agreed with since we've had confessions.
Oh, yeah. We were like, no.
We was like, no, that person, you're wrong for it. You're wrong for it.
That. Yeah.
But we actually agree with this one. The first one we agree with.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, there you go, Sophie. That is episode 6. We are rattling through these episodes.
Thank you for coming,
Wait, is that
Shabaz. So thank you, Shabaz, for
you
coming.
Clocked me.
Thank you, Shabaz, for coming and joining me today on your podcast.
Thank you so much for coming, Sophie. I really appreciate you being there. So it's been amazing. And yeah, that's it. So if you do enjoy this podcast, make sure you give it a 5 stars on wherever you're listening to it.
Yeah.
Thumbs up on YouTube, comment, let us
Share
know.
it, everything.
Yeah, subscribe. Do the lot. Just put comments in there. Even if you think it's funny, just put very funny.
Yeah, but I love reading the comments because some people's comments are hilarious.
Yeah.
And people's debates I love to read.
So,
but be kind to each other because we're here to be kind.
So just comment, like, subscribe, do the lot. Just support it. Just push it out there. And
absolutely.
Until next week, that is us and a bye. Oh, chin chin.
Chin
bye.
chin.